Hi, welcome back to Land Rover Toolbox videos. Today in this video we're going to be looking at parts acquisition and using materials to be able to find the part numbers and acquire the parts. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight into my working life as I work for DAF Trucks. Now, we have a facility, Parts Rapido and Service Rapido. This is for parts and technical information. Generally, we'll always need a chassis number, which is provided on the vehicle, or an engine number, or perhaps a vehicle series for older vehicles. Now, I'm going to go into the Parts Rapido part, which is basically a big parts manual with parts numbers and drawings. I'm not going to show you this, I'm just going to give you an idea of what we have to do. Right, I'll get a vehicle type, which happens to be an XF95. That's a DAF. It doesn't matter what vehicle it is. Basically, the amount of time it's taken me to find a certain piece, which I'm looking for a power steering pipe. So this will be delivery pipe from seconds at a steering pump. Okay, so we've got it, and that is under less than a minute. So with Land Rover as well, I can imagine some of you must do a lot of browsing to find part numbers and a lot of asking. Now what we have here, Land Rover's microfiche, which is detailed information, part numbers, and as well as exploded diagrams. This also can help you out of trouble if you want to know how something goes back together. Okay, so jumping into the Bearmach accessories catalogue, under miscellaneous, I'll click this and scroll down, we'll find publications. Alright, so we've got workshop manuals, but we also have some technical DVDs here, which hold a hell of a lot of information, more than just a workshop manual. Right, so these have to be activated online. They're about £50 in price. However, you don't just get a workshop manual, you get a huge series of information within these discs. The vehicles covered under the LTP range are the ones that you can see here. I'll just bring it up a bit closer so you can read them. Basically better than the Rave, because you get your workshop manuals, electrical diagrams and libraries, parts fiche and supplemental information, which some of them, the information is quite interesting. Discs vary in content. We have LTP 3003, which is the Defender range. Okay, I've popped it in there and I'm going for the parts fiche, and we're going to have a look at some parts first of all so you get an understanding. Alright, we'll go for steering first of all. We're looking for a steering pump pipe for 300 TDI. Okay, so I'll stretch out the PDF as they all come in a PDF form. So I'm going to jump straight down to the bottom. This is video cheating, of course. And we have the schematics for the power steering pump system with all the little bits and pieces that are involved in it. The information also covers change points. You can see change point note 1 and change point note 2. Now you will find those in the notes on the right hand side up here, change points. This will give you an indication of when the part may change for the vehicle. In other words, they will tell you from what chassis number the part would be different. Now I'm looking at number 3, pipe assembly pump to steering box, and we'll look at it on the diagram here, number 3. This is the pipe I want from the steering box, or should I say from the pump to the steering box. Okay, so that is, now let me have a look here, I've just got to check it again. Down the list, 300 TDI, note 2, it changes at a certain VIN number, okay. And then we're looking at pipe assembly, ANR 6656. Basically, using the microfiche, you get a fair bit of information, and these are accurate because these are Land Rover supplied. The sponsors of our channel, Bearmach, now have a facility, Bearmach Mobile, which is a mobile parts finder. You'll be able to search by vehicle or search by part or part number. So basically what I want to do is search by vehicle type. Just do a quick search first of all, and I'll show you which vehicles are covered. Right, so series, Defender, Freelander, that's 1 and 2. You've got the Discovery Range 3 and 4, the Range Rover and the Evoque ranges. Okay, so I'll go back to Defender, click on the icon, And what I'll have here is Defender 110, which is our Defender 110. Now the groups here, you can see belts, body trims, brakes, cables, chassis. Yes, there's full chassis in there, clutch, cooling, engines, exhausts, etc, 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 including MOD parts. Now what I'm going to look at is the price. I'm going to look at the part number for a full engine. Okay, so we've got engines, engine parts. So I'll go through engines, and I'm looking now for the 300 TDI full engine complete assembly. Okay, so we have it here at the bottom. Right, click on that, takes us through 300 TDI models, STC 8678. Brand OEM. Okay, now I'm just going to take a little screenshot of that and put it on Facebook, and I'm going to click on find a distributor. Now this is the good thing here. Once you've allowed the app to display your information, your location, it's showing where I am, which is in Kings Lynn. Okay, UK distributors, and you also have international distributors. What I want to find out is the closest one to me so I can contact them. So basically, clicking on the icon here, I've got TJC Land Rovers, Weasingham, which is not too far away from me, and I can contact Max on an email. Obviously, there are more distributors. This one just happens to be an example. And yes, the 300 TDI is still available to buy new. Right, so back to reality and our steering pump pipe. AN6656 pipe assembly to pump steering box. The next thing to do, I'll just quickly go back to the parts finder, search by a part. Okay, I'll just click on this icon here. So what I'm going to do is type in the part number, and this is actually space sensitive. Right, so I did type it in earlier, and we've got the part number there. I had to press enter to get this search to work, but bang, that came up. So I can now look for the part for my 110 and then order it via the distributor. Okay, well, I'm not against free information. However, sometimes you will not find certain supplements on the internet. Things like the 200 TDI, how to set up the pump, and certain information about the engine. Okay, so this happens to be a Defender workshop manual. This has the right technical information, which is far superior to any Haynes manual. I'm not against Haynes manuals, however, these Brooklyn books are incredibly accurate. Okay, so on the accessories catalogue, again, you have a list of publications and their part numbers. List will be down below. Basically, these are the correct professional workshop technical detailed manuals. There's less writing, more schematic drawings. However, these do not have parts fiches with them. And just to stick up for Haynes, some of the books they do are actually quite good. Right, so I'm just going to show you this in the accessories catalogue under towing, because I'm looking for a tow bar at the moment for the Defender. And we found a kit here which is a Dixon's bait adjustable. Now, I'll just slide up here and zoom it in, have a look, see what it says. We're looking at BA192. This, however, has no tow ball included. And not to worry, on a different page, which I think I'll just have a look down here under miscellaneous towing and click onto that. Yes, the tow bars are there, including the bolts and other accessories. Okay, so we'll have to make a choice of which tow bar we want, whether we want a pintle tow bar or not. We will basically be upgrading the springs for a trailer on this Defender and fixing the electrics in as well.